Welcome to solverfy.
All right, so here we're looking for the mode in a list of non-decreasing integers. So we'll just call this algorithm mode. Of course, you can really call it whatever you want to. The input is a little less arbitrary. It needs to be our list of integers, which I will abbreviate as ints, with there being at least one integer in this list, and it's non-decreasing. So that means that the first element is less than or equal to the second element, and so on and so forth throughout the list. So first, we want to define a couple of values. So we'll define I being equal to 1, and j also being equal to 1. And these represent the frequency of a value in the list for I. Okay, so this is I is going to be the frequency of the value, and j will represent the frequency of the most frequent value, right? So it's like a current frequency, then a placeholder for the most frequent overall. Okay, and we'll define one more element. So let's define the mode. And we're just going to initialize that to the first element in the list and adjust it if need be. Okay, so then for every element in the list, we want to check if the value is equal to the previous one. So we're really just checking if it's been repeated. And if so, we'll increase our I count, which is checking the frequency, by 1. If not, we'll redefine it to 1, so that it always starts over the count with each new element. Okay, so to do this, we want to index starting at 2. So we'll let k equal 2, because we've already set the mode equal to the first element, and I is already equal to 1, to n. And then we want to check. We'll say, well, if this element is equal to its previous element, then we will increase our frequency counter, which is I. So we'll set I equal to itself plus 1 more. And if not, then we want to reset I equal to 1 to start our counter over for the new element. Additionally, if at any point we obtain an I count larger than j, we want to adjust j. Right, so if I is greater than j, then we want to set j equal to I, and also set the mode equal to ak. So then we're keeping in memory the element which has the current largest number of repetitions. And once we've gone through all n elements, we should be able to return the item which was repeated the most. And so that would be the mode.